Ahmed Jibril is the chairperson of Mama Ibado Charity. His journey to organize a charity to climb up Mt Kilimanjaro, among other climbs, began with a personal inspiration from his late mother, who always showed concern towards the plight of the elderly.
The elderly were ignored. So when we started this process, we started it at a very low level. We started with 50 people. And those 50 people who started with us, we are still giving them food rations today. So that figure has grown over the period. And today we support 1,000, both with health support and with food.
And after her passing, Jibril and his family encountered elderly people who were struggling, thus the push to do something about it.
All good things, as an African society, all good things come through our elders. We always go to our elders for blessing, wisdom, and guidance. And we must not see them suffer through the end of their life. What do they call it? The tough years of their life. So please contribute generously. Think about your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and your neighbors.
Grandmother.
And grandmother, my apologies, and our grandmothers.
Emily Ongachi is one of the beneficiaries in the Mama Ibado charity. She says that many elderly have indeed been neglected and lack basic needs, calling for well-wishers to continue supporting them.
Hii chakula inasaidia sana sana. Nilikuwa hata nguvu imeisha kwa mwili. Anakupea uji, anakupea chakula yoyote tu yenye stahili tupewe. Imenipea nguvu na ninaweza tembea.
And even though the government, through the Inua Jamii program, has put in place measures to take care of the elderly, there is still a gap that needs to be filled.
For us, we are great believers of trying to keep our seniors within the community. And that's the African way. Yeah? Our biggest push is that. 2 years ago, we built 87 homes for the elderly in support by various donors. But what we did is that we went to the community where they live and community where they stay, negotiated with the community, they gave them space, and we built homes within the community. We are strong believers in trying to keep our elders in the community rather than separating them in homes. We acknowledge there are initiatives by the county governments and the central government in support of that, but the problem with those initiatives, they are not coordinated, they are piecemeal, they are not properly funded. Even Inua Jamii, one time they have money, the next time they don't have money.
To this end, organizations like Mama Ibado Charity say stakeholders and the community at large can come together to bridge the gap, with this particular climb aimed to raise $100,000 to further these efforts.
Our annual budget is about 50 million a year. So we need to raise funding. So this initiative, we're hoping to raise about 14 million shillings. To date, we've raised 50% of that. And we're hoping to achieve the rest from well-wishers, and any contribution, whether it's 100 shillings, 200, adds up to the amount.
And despite their age, their aim is for them as part of the elderly persons in the society to take care of the fellow elderly and vulnerable in the community.
Ni wazee for wazes, and this is my second trip. We've been to all the other mountains the same, including Meru, and this is my second trip to Kili.
When we're climbing, you'll be surprised that the youngest guy could be the weakest person on the climb. But if you want to ask about the numbers, I'm 74.
Robbie Omondi, K24.